to understand. It's a lot. Top three ideas. We talked about communication flow, just trying to make sure that people know what they need to know. The collecting data. We talked about the roles of different folks on the leadership team, the state leads, the ROC team. Someone who was a state lead said, I've really never been asked to report out about what's going on in my state. And that's something that I can be doing. The conversation again came to that piece about stipends and that they're important, and especially for some organizations and individuals, they really they make or break someone being able to be involved. And then we started to get into the concept of what about the membership and the membership impact. And we brought that idea right back to, so what do formal leaders need? And we had a discussion about what do formal leaders need from the membership that they're not getting at this point in time. So it was a good conversation.
Thank you so much, Gail. Let's see who's next. Let's see who this is. Okay, group 3. Does this look familiar to someone?
The chicken and the egg there.
I can visit about that. The chicken and the egg was related to, as it says, Open's credibility, and it's sometimes hard to gauge, understand, or appreciate, I don't even know how to verbalize this. I shouldn't have started there. I'll go on.
Yeah, that one was sort of my idea.
Yeah, so. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Well, we have to be able to state what successes we've had to have the credibility, or when we're talking about ourselves saying we're part of Open, how do we be proud of that, thinking that adds to our credibility? So it's kind of, you have to feel it from both angles. So maybe it's not chicken or egg, but chicken or chicken.
Okay. Well, so we talked a lot about, the connections and communications, and that there needs to be some regularity to that. Not really sure exactly what that should look like and how it should be structured, but that it's important to have that in place. People do love the in-person events, but what is that going to look like going forward? I loved this comment that someone else made about the big goals that Open has, and that can oftentimes feel pretty overwhelming, but having those big goals really does allow us some flexibility to kind of, modify tactics and stuff as we move forward, and we have the space to do that. One of the things that I mentioned with respect to strengths from Open was the advocacy efforts that Open sponsored and, facilitated for, many of us from the states. It was a real high point for the members of our state Oral Health Coalition, who have done some advocacy in various forms, but nothing to that level. And it helped us develop a skill set that we can now, or strengthen a skill set that we can now apply, here at home to the benefit of our residents here in Oklahoma.
Great. And your top 3 ideas are here on the screen now.
Okay. We talked about ensuring accountability across all levels, but, what would that look like? And part of that, we said, actually tracking involvement, engagement, and participation, providing some type of rewards for that. We didn't get to talk about what that looked like, but then consequences for non-involvement and non-engagement. And then allowing enough time for the formal leads to know in advance what's coming down the pike, what they're going to be expected to do, so that they can kind of factor it into their already busy schedules and allow for some more accountability.
Great, thank you so much. We have one more Jamboard, I think. Were there 4 groups or 5? Hang on.
There were 4.
Oh, okay, so I think, did everyone report out? Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that's not it. Sorry, guys. I'm looking, I have too many tabs open always, every day.
Are you needing the slides, Rebecca?
I have them now. And we are almost done, guys. Thank you so much. Am I on the closing? Or someone else closing?
I've got that for you.
Awesome.
Let me just pop my screen up here. All right. So now we're just going to kind of wrap up the entire wonderful meeting we have been having today and share some next steps of where we're headed. '22 end of year plan. Where have we been and where are we headed? In October, we had our open assessment. Thank you, Rebecca, for leading the charge on this. And we've also had our open blueprint funding, like developing what is going to be the baseline funded needing for 2023 to support open activities and support staff who support the network, writing those protocols, and making sure that all of this aligns with the blueprint goals. In November today and about a week ago, we had our formal leaders meeting, sharing this information and deepening our understanding of all elements of the blueprint and building alignment and ownership for the role of formal leaders in the implementation phase in 2023. So what do we have coming up in December? We've got quite a bit going on. The 2023 work plan recommendations. There will be a draft network work plan and structural recommendations to optimize implementation of the open blueprint in 2023. The blueprint implementation design. We're going to finalize the implementation plan and draft measurement and evaluation strategies. So Lever Leads, it's coming back to us based on all of the wonderful feedback we have received through these meetings. An all network meeting will be held to look back at 2022 to celebrate our accomplishments and to build momentum for inspired action in 2023. And the 2023 work plan and infrastructure will be presented in its final form for all formal leads and network members. So these are the things that we have to look forward to. Here are some key takeaways for today. We are going to review the 2 formal leader meetings, the 23 work plan group and Lever Leads, and formal leaders. We're going to take all the information. We're going to continue to pull together the threads from the blueprint, the Lever Leads work, and recommendations, and the input from this meeting today and the one that was held last week on the 7th. And the survey that has been finalized, I believe that closed yesterday, and Rebecca's already mentioned looking at that data tonight. We hope to have a nice plan for everyone's input and feedback by early to mid-December that we can finalize and use for our work going forward. We know that there are unknowns, but when we rally and commit as leaders, we can get inspired, excited, and activate for all that is coming in 2023 for the open blueprint and the open network. Yay. Thank you everyone for joining us today. And as we've just shared, our 2 groups, the group that Rebecca is facilitating and all of our Lever Leads are going to be taking all the feedback from the last 2 meetings. We're going to dive in for one more quick look to finalize everything and present this in December to the whole membership. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Great job.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.